Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following us on social media, you've been hearing a lot about this 2019 ZR1. This car just received our new Sage Street package for the ZR1. Included in this package is our Katech 112mm throttle body, our CNC ported heads, our CNC ported blower, ATI damper, GripTech pulley, and our newly developed camshaft. When this car came in, it baselined at 645 rear wheel horsepower and 620 foot-pounds of torque. After the package was complete, this car made 837 rear wheel horsepower and 760 foot-pounds of torque. You've heard enough about this car from me, so now let's hear about it from the customer.
Yeah, just driving along, it still feels stock. And that's the part that I wanted to make sure, you don't kill that drivability where it's comfortable to drive. Holy shit, this thing's crazy. The car feels like a muscle car. It feels like a muscle car now. It's a little, lighter clutch, the bigger cam. It's definitely, drivability has changed. But once you're driving, it feels stock. It feels like a stock car. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want to take the drivability out of the car. You can mess these cars up by putting too much giving them, too much horsepower or putting them on race gas and stuff, and then you just got a car that's miserable to drive. And that's not why we buy these. We buy these because they're fun to drive. Those cars that are miserable to drive, they're sitting in the garage, and they come out once in a while. So, but when it came to picking somebody here, it was you and two other shops, and I had both shops one shop actually lied to me several times on the quote. The quote that they sent me was missing parts that we discussed on the phone. So that shop was out. And then I had another shop that wanted 80% up front. And I said, you're gonna take my $100,000, you're gonna have my $100,000 car and 80% of what it's gonna cost to get it built. I said, thank you very much. You just answered my question there. And then I followed you guys for a long time. And and I have to be honest, I was a little I dropped my car off, and then I found out that there was some restructuring going on and whatnot, and I was definitely concerned. Initially, I really was concerned and wanted to pull the car out. Once I spoke to Steve, and once I got an idea what you guys are about. Yes, you lost a couple key guys that are great. I followed them for years, guys. I felt like I walked in the door, I felt like we were best friends. But the bottom line is these guys back here are still here. These guys here are the ones that they're the ones that turn the wrenches on the car. And I don't believe that any other shop out there has let anybody post as many pictures and videos and whatnot as you guys have allowed us to post. You guys actually let me post pictures of the ports, the intake and exhaust ports, camshaft being installed. Like, guys don't do that. They post a 1-minute video of the car, guys working under the hood, and then the next thing you know, it's running on a dyno. What does that, really? I'm a Corvette guy, I want to get my car worked on. Does that give me enough confidence to say I trust you to do my build? Let me see what you do. Let me get comfortable. Let me see what you do. Let me see how you're taking things apart. Like for example, that air intake in there, the air, there's a duct there that goes over top of the intake tube. Now, I specifically been watching builds. They yank that off there because the 5-inch intake tube interferes with that. I don't know what it's called. It's for the air, it directs the air up. Now, GM put that on there. There's a reason for that. Now, I got a brand new car. This car is 900 miles. I don't know what's on it now, 950 or whatever. It's a brand new car. I don't want that. If I could rip that off of my own garage and throw it in a pile. I want that car built, and I want it the way it's supposed to be. And when they did the video of the car here, the first thing I was watching was when that video came around that car and showed under the hood. And when I seen that on there, I said, I picked the right shop. I said, I picked the right shop. Zach has been amazing. I've been a pain in his ass because I've emailed him every day, you know, wanting pictures and what. You know, he's not one time has he ignored me or you know, said. In fact, like I said, when I got the pictures of cylinder heads and stuff, I thought for sure he'd say, Mike, you can't post those. You know, that's you know, I'm a machinist. I know them ports. That's something that you guys program. That's something you guys do. I wouldn't want other people looking at that and blowing it up 20 times and saying, this is what you do, you know? But Zach and Steve, the president here, go ahead, post it. I said, wow. You know, so to me, like I said, if I was on the fence of getting a car done and I see a shop that allows their customer to post that kind of stuff, I have to say, no brainer. And then like I was explaining to several guys that PM me and asking me about you know, how I feel about everything and why I choose Katech, and my thing was this. I said, I've always noticed Katech over the years. I see what parts they install in their stage packages, and I've seen what Lingenfelder and what the other guys, you know, install, and they basically all use the same parts. Okay, now none of them get into the machining in-house like you guys do. Hands down, none of them do. So right off the bat, the in-house machining was huge to me because I'm a machinist. I'm very thrilled with Katech. I'm very thrilled. Like I said, I'm very happy. I'm happy with everything, how it's gone. Like I said, I have no complaints. At the end of the day, I have an 837 horsepower car with a 3-year warranty, as opposed to if I would have went to the other places, I'd have an 850 horsepower, a broke 850 horsepower car with no warranty. To me, I want the 837 horsepower broke car with a warranty. And you would think that the package would cost more to have that warranty. And guess what? You guys did this build for me for basically the same cost, even slightly lower than all the competitors. And I got a 3-year warranty. So that, to me, that's no brainer.